Hello everyone and welcome back to Casper Crypto. As some of you may notice, I'm not Casper. Hello, I'm Nathan and I'll be making videos alongside Casper since he's been busy recently. So, for today's video, as you can tell, is a bit different from the usual videos uploaded on this channel. Because today we're talking about war stocks. Specifically, the top 5 you'll be seeing big plays on the market. In this video, I'll break down what each company does, and we'll take a look at where each stock is standing. Each stock has bigger reactivity to the current situations unfolding than the last, so stick around to see the final stock on our list of top 5. At number 5, we have Raytheon Technologies. Raytheon Technologies is an aerospace defense company which engages in the provision of aerospace and defense systems and services for commercial, military, and government customers. It operates through the following segments of Collins Aerospace Systems, Pratt & Whitney, Raytheon Intelligence and Space, and Raytheon Missiles and Defense. So, as you can see here from the current stock chart, you can see a downtrend that's been happening, which a peak, which was at the beginning of March. Now, this is nothing to be alarmed about. The entire market has been moving in unpredictable ways, but I'm here to help provide some insight into the current situation. So, as we saw this huge jump up from Raytheon Technologies and then maxed out at around March 1st, and ever since has been flowing down. But recently we can see an uptick in the current situation with Raytheon Technologies, as indicated by these green candlesticks here, and actually a green bit under a MACD, which indicates that the stock has a momentum upwards, along with the RSI value showing that it is recovering from a downtrend and heading back on its way up. Let's move on to number 4, which is Lockheed Martin. Lockheed Martin is a global security and aerospace company which engages in the research and design and development, manufacture, integration, and sustainment of technology systems, products, and services. It operates through the following business segments: aeronautics, missile and fire control, rotary and mission systems, and space. The aeronautics segment researches and designs and develops, manufactures, integrates, sustains, supports, and upgrades advanced military aircraft, including combat and air mobility aircraft, unmanned air vehicles, and related technologies. So as we can see here, just like with Raytheon Technologies, it is following a very similar path, although it does seem a bit altered. We do see an increased trend, and then it did fall off a few days later, about a week later. But again, this is nothing to be alarmed of. Looking at the recent trend, the MACD had huge gains upwards around this time, so it was only natural for it to balance out and come back to the midpoint. But as we see, it's been staggering along this underside here, and does look like it's going to break up again, along showing an indication on the RSI. Up next we have General Dynamics. General Dynamics is a global aerospace and defense company which engages in the design, engineering, and manufacturing of to deliver the state-of-the-art solutions. It offers a broad portfolio of products and services in the business, aviation, ship construction and repair, land, and combat vehicles, weapon systems and munitions, and technology products and services. It operates through the following segments: aerospace, marine systems, combat systems, technologies, and corporate. Most of these stocks have been following the same trends, as you can see, as a recurring pattern through each of these, which is great so that we can see what the future holds for us in these stocks. Because if one is reacting off the other, then we have the upper edge to be able to trade. So as we can see, another great uptrend right here, and then falls off on March 7th. Again, this is due to the overinflated MACD and RSI, which had to eventually come down. But again, another uptick here at the end does show promise of a hopeful future for these stocks. Each of these stocks has been increasing much more than the last. For example, Raytheon Technologies over the past week has only changed a net 0.5%, and General Dynamics has changed a net 0.5 or a net 5.5%. Of course, this is on the downside since it has reacted massively downwards. But seeing as more indication of the future that these stocks hold for an upward future, it goes to show that we might have a good chance of showing good returns on these stocks. Up next is number 2, which happens to be Northrop Grumman. Northrop Grumman Corporation engages in the provision of advanced aircraft systems. It operates through the following segments: aeronautics systems, defense systems, mission systems, and space systems. The aeronautics systems segment is involved in the design, development, production, integration, sustainment, and modernization of advanced aircraft systems for the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. Navy, and other U.S. government agencies and international customers. Now, this stock has a huge reactivity compared to the last, moving a whole 7% downwards, which shows that any small price movements on Raytheon would show a large price movement on Northrop Grumman. So, depending on whether you want to play it safe or play it more risky, you might want to go on these stocks coming up on the list. The same trend follows here as everything is inflated very high and then looks like it's deflated and looks like it's coming up again. And finally, for our last stock, we have Kratos Defense Security Solutions. This stock has been a major mover since the beginning of this whole dilemma, and that of which will provide great profit for those of you that are willing to take the risk. Kratos Defense and Security Solutions provides mission-critical products, services, and solutions for the United States national security priorities. Its products include microwave electronic products, satellite communications, modular systems, and rocket support operating. Kratos Defense has been a huge mover since the beginning, providing huge movements each day. This one bar here, which represents 30 minutes, was moving at 6.66%. So for those of you that want to have a more risky edge but higher potential profit, this is the stock for you. As you can see, the same movement is occurring with every single stock that we see. And then most of them look to be like a delayed derivative off of General Dynamics. Seem to be a delayed derivative off of Raytheon Technologies. The difference between this stock and the other stocks, though, is it does show that it does appear to be going down at the end right here. But as we can see from the MACD and RSI, there is a potential to return and bounce off of this low trough area. As the conflict in the northern European region increases, we can expect these stocks to be moving more and more. So I hope everybody enjoyed and that you got some useful information off of this, and happy trading.